Spurs start the Premier League campaign with a 1-1 draw at the King Power Stadium. Leicester 1, Spurs 1. On the back of the Daily Express today, it states, Vintage Vardy rolls back the years to deny Spurs life in the old fox yet.
Chris Cowlin. Fan cams. Club news. Transfer news. Match previews. Legend interviews. Spurs women. Press conferences. Covering everything Tottenham and England.
Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all keeping well. So, Tottenham Hotspur drew 1-1 at the King Power Stadium on Monday evening. This is another edition of Spurs in the Media, where I'll be going through all of today's newspapers, looking at all of the articles from today's national press, also going through the player ratings. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button, like, share and comment below. And if you're listening to this on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. So let's get straight into it, and let's start with a report from today's Times newspaper. And the main heading states here, Vardy rolls back years to show Solanke the way. As Jamie Vardy left the pitch in the 79th minute, he pointed to the Premier League badge on his arm and lifted one finger to the Tottenham fans, a reminder to them how many titles he has and coincidentally how many goals he scored last night. The 37-year-old is back in the top flight and back with a bang. Also in this report, it says his 57th minute equaliser was enough to earn Steve Cooper's Leicester City side a point that at half-time against a dominant Spurs side looked extremely unlikely. But in an evening that transpired to be the tale of two strikers, it was the veteran in blue that came out on top against Dominic Solanke, Tottenham's record signing. It also says in this report, from kick-off, Leicester City were camped into their own half as they tried to combat swathe after swathe of Tottenham attacks. Tottenham's James Maddison, booed on his return to the King Power Stadium, was so often the orchestra as he delivered dangerous balls into the box looking for the new number 9, Dominic Solanke. The spotlight will be on Solanke this season, and Postecoglou will be looking for more from his new talisman. He should have done better in the 12th minute to finish off a fluid move that was started by Pape Matar involving Heung-min Son and James Maddison, but his header was weak. The Times also state here, Spurs will be furious at having completely dominated last night's first half, and after taking the lead, they did not take the 3 points. Spurs had 10 shots to Leicester's 1. Possession, Spurs had 73% of the ball to Leicester's 27%. Touches in the opposition box, Leicester only had 1 to Tottenham's 22. Leicester didn't have one corner in the game, and Spurs had 9. Now, it also states here, Steve Cooper said, I wasn't playing mind games over strikers' fitness levels, because, of course, in his press conference on Friday, he announced that Jamie Vardy was injured and he wouldn't be featuring in this game against Spurs. Also in this report from the Times, it says here, Leicester have completed the signing of Tottenham midfielder Oliver Skipp on a 5-year contract. The deal for the 23-year-old is understood to be for an initial £20 million with a further £5 million in add-ons. Oliver Skipp said, I'm really excited to sign here. I've got the feeling that it's a good group of people and a good group of players. So let's go through the player ratings from the Times newspaper. They have given goalkeeper Vicario a 7, right back and goal scorer Pedro Porro a 7, Romero a 6, Van der Ven a 7, Udogie a 7, Maddison an 8 out of 10, Pape Matar a 7, Bentancur a 7, Johnson a 7, Solanke a 6, Heung-min Son a 7. Now for a report from the Daily Express. On the back page here it says Leicester 1, Tottenham 1. Jamie Vardy led an unlikely fight back to deny Tottenham victory on Leicester's return to the Premier League. The main heading states here, life in the old fox, yet Vintage Vardy rolls back the years to deny Spurs. There's also a double page spread here from the Daily Express today, and it says here, Vardy back with a bang. Jamie Vardy was part of the Premier League's greatest fairy tale, and he delivered another chapter to upset Tottenham last night. Now, the player ratings from the Daily Express today, they have given Vicario a 7, Pedro Porro a 7, Romero a 6, Van der Ven a 6, Udogie and Bentancur both with 6s, Maddison a 7, Sarr a 6, Johnson a 6, Solanke a 6, and Heung-min Son also with a 6. Now for a report from the Sun newspaper, and unfortunately it is all about Jamie Vardy on all of the back pages today. The Sun here are stating Vardy gives them a kick-in. Jamie goads Spurs. Jamie Vardy mocked Tottenham as the veteran striker rescued a point for Leicester on their Premier League return. A double-page spread also from the Sun newspaper today, and it says here, it's Jekyll and Hyde, superb first half, awful second. Spurs supporters have waited all summer for the answer. Would Ange Postecoglou's side return to the form which saw them storm to 10 games without defeat at the start of last season? Or would they resemble the team who scraped only 4 wins in their last 11 fixtures to stumble across the finish line? Now some stats published by the Sun newspaper today. Jamie Vardy has scored 9 Premier League goals against Tottenham, only against Arsenal and Watford, both 11. Does he have more goals in his league career? 50. James Maddison has been involved in 50 away Premier League goals, 25 goals and 25 assists, the most of any player since his 2018-2019 debut. 27, Leicester are winless in their last 27 Premier League games when trailing at half-time, 5 draws and 22 defeats, a run stretching back to April 2021. And 18, with Archie Gray and Lucas Bergvall coming on, Spurs used 2 players 18 or under in a Premier League game for the first time since August 2007. Now for a report from the Daily Mirror today, and on the back page, Jamie Vardy again. Vardy spoils Spursy party. Tottenham were denied victory by an incredible Leicester fight back led by Jamie Vardy. Fox's veteran striker Vardy, 37, scored a 57th minute equaliser in what will go down as one of the most memorable goals in their season. Tottenham's new boy Dominic Solanke drew a blank as Leicester somehow battled back from going behind to Pedro Porro's opener. Now, the player ratings today from the Daily Mirror, they have given Vicario, Pedro Porro and Maddison all 7s. The rest of the team, the other 8 players, all got 6s. Now for a report from the Daily Mail, and they are stating the man Spurs would love to forget returns to taunt them yet again. Jamie Vardy, remember him. Tottenham Hotspur would prefer to forget, but last night at the age of 37, he was back to bother them again with his own special brand of menace. In this report from the Daily Mail, it says here, Maddison's mixed reviews. James Maddison was a fine player for Leicester, but for some, his spell was tainted as a part of the team that went down in 2023. There were some boos for the Spurs midfielder, but there was some applause too. Now, the player ratings today from the Daily Mail, Vicario a 7, Pedro Porro a 7, Romero a 7, Van der Ven a 6.5, Udogie a 6, Sarr a 7, Bentancur a 6.5, Maddison a 7, Johnson a 6.5, Solanke and Son both with 6s. And lastly, let's hear from both managers, Steve Cooper and Ange Postecoglou. This is what they made of the game.
Yeah, very dominant for first half, but really wasteful in front of goal. Started the second half similarly. First 15-20 minutes, very dominant. Wasteful, and then, at 1-0, there's always an opportunity for the opposition to come back in the game, and that's what happened. And we lost our way for 15-20 minutes, lost our composure. Their crowd sort of got behind them, but again finished strong. But just really disappointed that we just lacked a real sort of cutting edge in that front third. Made some poor decisions, lacked some composure, and unfortunately didn't get the reward our football deserved.
We were, he's the main man here, isn't he? We want to continue for him to be that guy, but it just wasn't sitting right with him that we were coming into this game. Didn't have a fit senior striker because Patson Daka has had an operation. He's out for 3 months as well, and he was feeling okay in his rehab, so he came to see him. He declared himself fit, so go play, boy, no problem.
Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button, like, share and comment below. And if you're listening to this on an audio platform, please do hit the follow button and leave a review if you can. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you on the next one. Come on, you Spurs.